This is ABC7 News at 5:30. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Welcome back. We're now just 4 weeks away from Election Day, and Donald Trump is not only battling with Hillary Clinton, he's now taking on leaders from his own party.
Dozens of Republicans have jumped off the Donald Trump train and pulled their endorsements of the nominee. ABC's Kenneth Moten has the latest from Washington.
Trump's Twitter tirade, but not against Hillary Clinton.
We're in a rigged system, folks.
Donald Trump set his sights on the most powerful Republican in Washington, House Speaker Paul Ryan, who said he wouldn't campaign for the GOP nominee after his 2005 lewd comments about women came to light. Trump tweeted, "Our very weak and ineffective leader, Paul Ryan, had a bad conference call where his members went wild at his disloyalty."
On November 8th, the arrogance of Washington, D.C. will come face to face with the righteous verdict of the American voter. We are going to smash the Washington establishment.
Trump also said the shackles have been taken off me.
Our next president
And apparently, so have the gloves. The Trump campaign released this new video using Clinton's health scare at the 9/11 memorial.
Hillary Clinton doesn't have the fortitude, strength, or stamina to lead in our world.
Clinton, who is leading Trump nationally by 9 points in the latest poll, took him on in battleground Florida.
Despite all of the terrible things he has said and done, he is still trying to win this election, and we cannot be complacent. We cannot rest.
House Speaker Paul Ryan's office responded to Trump's Twitter attack, saying Ryan is focusing the next month on defeating Democrats, and all Republicans running for office should probably do the same. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Washington.
The deadline to register to vote in Florida has been extended one more day until tomorrow. A federal judge issued a one-day extension due to interruptions caused by Hurricane Matthew. ABC7's Ray Collins has reaction from both local election supervisors. Ray.
Haley, the extension is more for voters on the East Coast who were more affected by last week's big storm. So the judge added one extra day to register. The Florida Democratic Party sued for another week. A federal judge will hear the additional comments tomorrow in Tallahassee about the extension request. Governor Rick Scott opposed any additional time, saying voters have had enough time to register. So we asked the heads of voting in Sarasota and Manatee counties for their reactions to all this.
Under the circumstances, I don't think we're going to pick up that much. Really don't. But I think for those people on the East Coast, to give them another opportunity, I don't have an issue with it.
Well, it is what it is. Tells you to extend the hours.
That was Kathy Dent there. So for now, registration ends tomorrow at 5, not today. But that could change again pending a hearing tomorrow in federal court in Tallahassee. Very unusual election season all around, Scott.
Sure is. All right, Ray, thank you. And Election Day is just around the corner. One of the biggest factors for candidates is donations. But now an increasing number of those donations are coming from undisclosed donors. It's a growing trend known as dark money coming from political action committees. It used to be largely on the federal level, but now more and more we're seeing it play a role in local elections too, leaving some candidates and political groups asking for change.
I'm all for free speech. I'm all for really almost unlimited campaign spending. But I think the system has to be transparent, and I think it has to be open so people know where it's coming from.
You may not like the way the system is, but you're losing if you ignore it or you stand on the sidelines with your principles.
Tonight on ABC7 News at 7, we'll take a look at how dark money plays a role in local races and ask local candidates and political action committee members what they think about those donations.
And now it's time to get a check on our forecast. Another nice day. Not as sunny as yesterday, but it still feels nice without the humidity, Bob.
Right. Temperatures on the cooler side to start things off this morning. Lower humidity still around, and a northeasterly flow that continues to bring that at least somewhat cooler air our way in our direction. And you can see our system off into the Atlantic now. Nicole gaining some strength and could become possibly another major hurricane as it heads toward Bermuda. More on that in a little bit. But the satellite visible imagery showing the steady stream of cloudiness, low-level clouds moving from the east to the west now, right across the state, and keeping us in the clouds throughout the day. Temperatures still manage to get into the 80s for highs. And as far as the current conditions go, we still have cloudy skies, 82 though, and northeast winds at 8 miles an hour, and the pressure 30.06 inches, and that is holding steady. More in our weather forecast in just a few. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. The little girl at the center of a 5-state Amber Alert is now back home with her family in Florida tonight.
4-year-old Rebecca Lewis meeting her family this afternoon at the Lakeland Linder Airport. She was found safe at a hospital in Memphis, Tennessee yesterday. Police say an employee there recognized the two because of the Amber Alert and called them. The little girl had been missing since Saturday when police say a man took her from her Lakeland home. Rebecca's family say they are relieved she's back home and safe.
Thank you, bring me home.
Tell him bye-bye, we're going home.
Bye-bye, I'm going home.
That's right. Amen. I want to say thank you to you, because without you, I don't know what this would have been.
31-year-old man accused of taking Rebecca Lewis, West Wild Hogs, is being held in a Memphis, Tennessee jail. There's no date yet for extradition.
The annual open enrollment period for Florida's prepaid college tuition program begins this Saturday, October 15th. A traditional 4-year university plan will now cost $187 per month, up $4 from last year. But there are several prepaid tuition options available as well, including 2- and 4-year plans to cover state colleges or hybrid plans for 2 years at a state college and 2 more at a university. The least expensive prepaid tuition plan covers 1 year at a university and costs $47 per month.
Student loan debt is second to mortgages. And when you think about what that does to a person, so if I'm graduating from college and I have all this loan debt, it keeps me from buying a car. It keeps me from buying a house. It might keep me from starting a family.
Open enrollment starts this Saturday and will run through February 28th. Any child in Florida from newborn through 11th grade may take part in the program.
A follow-up now in the fight over a section of Beach Road on Siesta Key. Mike Constantino has formally served his lawsuit against the county for its decision to vacate a small portion of the road. Constantino threatened to sue back in June and filed the paperwork, but he had not filed the suit until today. Constantino is fighting the commission's decision to relinquish several hundred feet of the county road right-of-way to the 3 owners of properties there. Today, Constantino and around a dozen supporters attended the county commission meeting. They're hoping to convince commissioners to change their minds and hold another public hearing on this issue.
We all know this is how it's going to end. Let's protect the mobility impaired and the vision impaired and all of the people that want to be able to drive down that road. We've paid for it, we deserve it, and it's time to get on with it.
In addition to the lawsuit, Constantino is also collecting signatures to try to propose a county charter amendment.
Sarasota County is taking a big step to better protect mangroves. Environmentalists say that mangroves are a vital part of Florida's ecosystem, especially here on the Suncoast. The state's Department of Environmental Protection currently handles all of the rules and regulations when it comes to mangrove trimming and preservation. As an extra step, county commissioners unanimously approved a new ordinance yesterday. It requires all professional mangrove trimmers to attend a certification class and register with the county to make sure that all of these mangroves are trimmed properly.
Professional mangrove trimmers should know that they have a grace period of 1 year to achieve this certification and registration, so that would be November 1st of 2017.
The county will offer 2 certification classes next month and 2 more in February. The ordinance will take effect on November 1st of this year.
Downtown Sarasota is in the running to win the Great Places in Florida award. In fact, Sarasota is one of 5 finalists in the People's Choice Award presented by the American Planning Association Florida chapter. The finalists were selected by an APA committee based on several criteria, including a place that provides a good, safe quality of life. The public can vote online at floridaplanning.org now through Friday, October 21st. The winner will be announced at the end of the month. Not surprised at all.
No, me either.
Still to come in your Suncoast News, the FCC's biggest cable fine ever.
Why the agency is forcing Comcast to pay millions in fines. That's coming up.
Need new windows? Buy direct from the factory. New South Window is having a sale. The more you buy, the more you save. Buy 4 windows, save 25%. Buy 6 windows, save 30%. Buy 8 or more windows and save 35%. How? Because New South owns the factory and you cut out the middleman. Award-winning, energy-efficient windows and doors installed with a lifetime warranty. New South Windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com or call now.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, We have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called three-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Totoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, we make sure you get the most for your money. More years, more miles, more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And right now, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV on the planet. A new 2016 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Complimentary maintenance included. At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Being the caregiver for my husband is truly a blessing, but sometimes it's easy to lose a part of myself. To be my best, for him and for me, it's important to have time to be able to recharge. When I called Tidewell Hospice, they gave me the chance to do just that. They helped me find the time to care for myself, all the while with the peace of mind of knowing my husband is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Community AIDS Network, or CAN, in Sarasota is expanding its operations in Sarasota to accommodate the growing business needs throughout the state of Florida. ABC7's Alex Redmond joins us with more. Alex.
Thanks, Haley. CAN's Community Care Admin Center not only addresses the business needs for their 25 clinics throughout the state, but it's also the center of their educational outreach program. The industrial architecture, high ceilings, and design qualities may look like a Soho loft, but our Community AIDS Network in Sarasota didn't start this way.
CAN started in a dark little building on East Avenue right off of Main Street. 13 years ago, CAN built its current headquarters. CAN helps many people with HIV and AIDS on the Suncoast and has a comprehensive care clinic on Tuttle and 12th. And we started there with 23 or less employees. We have grown to 25 clinics throughout the state. And now CAN has a new customer care admin center. We've had to take 7,000 square feet, 2 floors across the street from our headquarters in order to house the now nearly 70 employees that we have. CAN's Chief Advancement Officer Scott George says many people are unaware the Sunshine State is #1 for new HIV cases in the U.S. and the demographic most at risk.
I think that the millennials are the highest, have the highest rate of contracting HIV.
Seniors and teens are the fastest growing groups to contract HIV, says Scott.
Recently, I've had some patients and young patients who otherwise would be living healthy lives, who have been affected by HIV and AIDS and are going blind with the disease.
Ophthalmologist Dr. Kathleen McCabe says viral infections that affect the retina, blood vessels, and the immune system in the eye cause irreversible damage.
Now with the drugs, you can get AIDS and it goes, you can keep it under control. So it's not as, in that sense, it's not as bad as it was before.
But, explains Scott, medications over time fail, and many with AIDS are finding they are down to few medications of last resort. Florida is #1 in the nation for new HIV infections. CAN has sought out locations throughout the state, serving people who need it, who need to be educated, tested, and treated. The Customer Care Admin Center is up and running just in time for CAN's biggest event, CAN Dance.
And Alex, we know you're participating, so we hope everyone will go and vote for Alex, because that's part of it. Not only do you have to dance well, you have to get everyone out there to vote. So tell us a little bit about the rehearsals.
All right, I'll be dancing the cha-cha and the hustling can dance on October 22nd at Michael's on East. All the money raised goes to our Community AIDS Network, and realizing that many people can't attend the event, we make it easy for you to donate online. And each vote is only $10, and you can vote as many times as you like. And I would, of course, love it if you'd vote for me, and we'll post a link at mysuncoast.com.
So not only are you voting, you're also helping a great cause at the same time. So
hopefully.
Good luck. I did one of those in Texas. It's very difficult, I know. So good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Now let's head over to Bob and take a look at this nice forecast.
Yeah, I did one of those years ago too, right here, and I'm not very good dancing, but turned out a lot of people. That was nice. And Moody Elementary was had a chance to go out there today, 5th grade class. I'll tell you, there were 3 of them, 3 sessions, learning all about the water cycle, lightning safety, tornadoes, and all the students had some great questions, very attentive, and learned quite a bit, I hope, about cold fronts and high pressure systems and the tools that meteorologists use, like barometers and hygrometers and anemometers. And this was the other 5th grade class right there. And I appreciate you guys inviting me out. And one thing they did learn: when the thunder roars, go indoors. That's the main thing. It's a little poem there, if you will. And you can kind of remember that little rhyme, I should say. Lakewood Ranch webcam showing a lot of clouds around today, and we weren't expecting as many clouds today, but they sure were around, and not much rain, a few sprinkles here and there possible, but the low clouds will keep us for the most part into the upper 60s tonight. Currently it's 82 degrees and the dew point is at 64, humidity 54%, winds out of the north-northeast at 8, and the pressure 30.06 inches. And that is still pretty high, holding steady right now. But I mentioned that inversion meaning when you get into the atmosphere and you go up, it's supposed to get colder. Well, it's getting warmer at a certain height and keeps the clouds kind of hanging right there. 84 degrees, 86 is the normal high. We got up to 84, 71 was the morning low, and 69 is our average. So it was nice, but we've been so far above average all fall long that even 71 feels pretty nice out there. 54 is the record set back in 1942. No rainfall to report today, and for the month now we're just over 2.5 inches. And as far as the forecast goes tomorrow, we're not anticipating any measurable precipitation. We will see a few sprinkles, especially inland areas, as some of that moisture works its way over from the Atlantic, and high temperatures will be slightly above average tomorrow. Into the mid to upper 80s we go, with lots of clouds around again, in and out. Maybe a little bit more sunshine tomorrow for us. Well, they're going to see a big storm, it looks like, heading right toward Bermuda. Unfortunately, this season is not over. You know, the old poem goes, June too soon, July stand by, August it must, September remember, October it's over. Well, it's not over in October, it's over in November 30th, and we still have a month and a couple weeks to go. And there's some hints. In fact, some of the models are hinting at something developing in the Caribbean in about 7 to 8 days from now, so we'll have to watch it closely. Usually the Atlantic, we don't see many storms develop in the latter half of the season, simply because it cools down there in the Atlantic and there's a lot more shear going on. You can see that one line of clouds right there that indicates some big shear moving through the Atlantic right now. But boy, this looks very impressive on the satellite imagery. One model does make it back into a major hurricane before it moves into Bermuda. And you can see from the satellite imagery, it looks rather healthy at this point. The model is suggesting a 40-mile-an-hour increase in wind speed in just 24 hours. So that would make it a major hurricane as it moves off to the northwest and eventually off toward the northeast. Right now, the Hurricane Center going with a Category 2 storm, but close to a 3 at 110-mile-an-hour winds. Either way, Bermuda is going to get hit hard by this system. As far as the rest of the Caribbean is concerned, very warm temperatures here in the northwestern portion of the Caribbean. So there's still some energy down there that we'll have to keep a very close watch on for the next month and a half. 2.2 to 4 foot seas out there, a moderate chop in the bays and inland waters. Water temperature 80 degrees. That's good. It's cooling down a little bit. The UV index at 7. That's a moderate tomorrow with the clouds around. High tide 10:43. Sunset will be at 7:05. The forecast tonight, a few clouds, 68 for low. And then for tomorrow, cool start and then a high of 87, pretty warm. An inland sprinkle not out of the question. The extended forecast calls for high temperatures to be into the upper 80s. Really, that's above average, and just a slight chance for a shower on Sunday and Monday. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. We aren't aware of any accidents right now, but traffic is backed up on I-75 in the northbound lanes near Fruitville Road.
Comcast getting slapped with a $2 million fine for charging customers for items they never ordered. The FCC ruling the cable company must clearly ask customers before charging them for new services or equipment and make it easier for customers to fight charges they think are wrong. The FCC says it's the largest civil fine for a cable operator, but it's probably not too much of a burden for Comcast, which recorded a profit of more than $8 billion last year. The Philadelphia company says it's working to improve its customer service.
Tonight, another helping of ice cream troubles. Bluebell is expanding its voluntary recall of ice cream products with cookie dough because of listeria concerns. Last month, Bluebell issued a voluntary recall of 2 types of ice cream products containing cookie dough supplied by its supplier, Aspen Hills. Now, Bluebell is expanding the recall to include all ice cream with cookie dough. The supplier says that the cookie dough was contaminated because of lapses in their food safety system. So apparently it's not the ice cream itself, but the people they get the cookie dough pieces from. So
avoid the cookie dough.
Yeah, pick something else this time.
Entertainment news is next.
I'm Alan Cohn. Dark money here on the Suncoast. Both parties are using political action committees. Find out how big money is impacting our elections.
Tonight on ABC7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Just because someone grows older, does that mean they have to grow apart from their friends or from the things they love to do? With Right at Home, it doesn't. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to help with personal care, housekeeping, meals, and most of all, staying engaged in life.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you ready to go?
Oh, I sure am.
We can provide the right care right at home.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Kim Kardashian West is suing an online media outlet saying she was wrongly portrayed as a liar and thief after she was attacked in Paris.
The lawsuit in Manhattan federal court seeks unspecified damages from MediaTakeout.com. It says Kardashian West was victimized a second time when the website reported that she faked the robbery and lied about the assault. The owner of the website has not commented yet on the suit.
Divergent star Shailene Woodley was arrested live on Facebook protesting the Dakota Access Pipeline. Police charging Woodley and 26 others with criminal trespassing in North Dakota, about a mile away from a construction site. The pipeline would carry crude oil from North Dakota through South Dakota and Iowa before reaching Illinois. Woodley was arrested while she was in the middle of a 2-hour live stream on her Facebook page.
Rod Stewart is now Sir Rod. The rocker was knighted by Prince William at Buckingham Palace today. The 71-year-old is being recognized for his services to music and charity. He donned tartan trousers and a scarlet-trimmed military-style tunic for the ceremony to pay homage to his Scottish heritage. He was joined by his wife and 2 sons.
The Air Force may be getting into the car business. Look at this. Dubbed the stealth supercar, the Dodge Vapor includes Lambo-style doors, a 360-degree camera that has thermal energy to make it easy to drive at night. The trunk looks like it's full of missiles, but it's actually a big sound system, and the black finish absorbs radar like stealth planes, such as the F-117. The car will be on display at this year's Florida International Air Show in Punta Gorda. That happens next week, October 21st through the 23rd. So not only planes, but some neat-looking cars.
Cars to check out as well.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.